at this Comic-Con 2016 with my good friend Tracy. She's got a new book out that I'm really interested in, and I think you guys should be too. Tracy, what is this?
This is actually the first book of 5 in a new series. The Element series just came out last August, and the first book is the story of these kids who try their whole lives to get into this elite academy that's on the ocean floor. And once they get there, they start to hear these cryptic messages that are coming from the Earth's core, and it turns out that this is directly related to the reason why they have to escape this school that they've spent their entire lives trying to get into, except now they're 6 miles underwater.
Right.
So a little bit of a difficulty there. The second book comes out in August of this year, which is in a couple months. That's Terra, and that is, maybe this might help here. Zoom in on that. That one is the story of the caves and tunnels underneath the ocean floor. Did you know there were caves and tunnels underneath the ocean floor?
I honestly didn't. I just know the other caves and tunnels just above ground. But
so they're in the caves and tunnels underneath the ocean floor, and they're being pulled closer and closer to the center of the Earth because they keep getting more and more of this message. And so once they get pretty far in there, I don't want to give you spoilers, but they find that it's a whole new world, literally.
Okay.
So that is pretty much the premise of the second book. The third one is called Air, A-E-R, and you know how we go into movies and we have the option of a regular movie or going to 3D? Well, they have the option in their world of going into a regular movie or actually going into the movie as like a virtual reality participant, so they can affect the plot and all of that. But by this time they're so entrenched in the conspiracy that is overarching all 5 books that people are after them, and so they have to go into that network, that's like Tron or Matrix, that kind of thing, to try to bring down what's going on from the inside and not die because people are after them. The 5th book is called Ignis, that means fire, and that's when everything kind of metaphorically hits the fan, and the 5th book is called Gaia, and that's the prequel to everything. So in a nutshell, that's the 5.
All right, and so who are you? We've seen a lot of people out here, and for some reason you're the author that stuck out to me the most.
Oh, thanks. Well, my name is Tracy Korn. I teach English actually by day, and the reason I kind of wanted to do this is because I work with teenagers every day, and I read a lot of young adult, obviously just working with teenagers, and I never really found the book that kind of had everything in it that I wanted to read. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to write it. And the message I kind of wanted to have with it, because a lot of the times, you know, you think of a teenager, I can't tell how many people I say, they're like, what do you do? And so I teach high school English. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, no, that's the best job ever. But teenagers, that made me think like teenagers have a bad rap in pop culture and society and that kind of thing. So I don't think that it's true. So I see far more on a daily basis of them sticking up for each other and helping each other and supporting each other, even though they have so much pressure to perform. Like they take 5 AP classes, they teach, or they work outside, they're in sports, they mentor younger kids through outreach projects and that kind of stuff, and then they have schoolwork on top of all of that. It's unbelievable. So they're kind of superheroes to me that they're able to pull all that off, and it's not this cutthroat culture. They really support each other and help each other. I mean, you have your exceptions obviously, but by far
you have your cliques and all.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have bullying, that kind of stuff, but it's not like when we were in school with like in the 80s where, have you seen like 21 Jump Street? Where that's very how much it was. But I mean, this generation's awesome, and I just wanted to highlight some of those positive characteristics and sort of lend a voice to all of the great things that they do. Teenagers they're great. So that's why I do this, and why I wanted to write this.
All right, awesome. And so, other than the other books, where do you think the series is headed? Essentially, like maybe a movie deal, or
that would be awesome. I hope so. It's right now. It's already in production for audiobook. It's only been out since August. So Dana Day has already been cast as a narrator, and she's fantastic. She's got some indie films that she's done, and so that'll be out probably sometime this summer. And it's in a couple of the bigger where stuff can happen places in California. So they're looking at it. It's in their rounds, I guess you call it. And for it being just out since August, to be over there already, we can just kind of keep our fingers crossed crossed. I don't want to say anything to jinx it.
Right.
So, but hopefully we'll hear some stuff pretty soon. But it definitely has potential, I think, especially when all 5 come out.
Did you read it? And it seems like it's a scripted thing, but I heard the story, and it's like a shut up, give me, or take my money type thing. This is my copy, and I am totally into this. And I read on there that you're from Indiana.
Yeah, I'm up by Notre Dame area, Mishawaka, right in there.
Okay, Hoosier born and bred as well.
Yes.
So that's also, I'm all for Indiana. And anything that can get it up there, get something in the spotlight, I'm a part of.
Oh, well, I really appreciate it. And you just kind of made my day coming out here. This is my first Comic-Con, and so to meet people like you, I mean, who really relate and are excited about it, that's just like why we kind of do this.
That's the whole,
that's
the whole thing.
You know, you get that whole relationship, and that's the best. So I'm really excited. I'm really grateful to have met you.
All right, and I will put your info in.
Perfect.
There's a description.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, come see me online.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that.
Keep